Yo guys, what's up? It's only Matty from Precision Plumbing. I hope you're all well. Right, come with me today, come and change this tap. Tap's been dripping, as you can see the pipe works rubbish. So we've had a call from the customer and said, can we come out and replace the tap, it's leaking, and there's 3 different pipes on that tap. So we was like, yeah, no worries, we'll come over and we'll sort it out for you. So first things first, we've got to find a shut off, and as you can see, look, there's multiple stop clocks. But the bottom one is that one right there, and that is your main. So let's get that shut off. Well, it was already shut off, but let's get it a little bit more tighter, make sure it's shut off, and let's get on with this job, eh? Right, first things first, we're going to get rid of all this pipe work. As you can see, I'm just going to snap it out. I ain't going to muck about with it. It's not, the tap's not used anymore, it's leaking, it's old. Let's just snap it out and let's get it all completely gone. Start afresh. We get a pair of grips, so get a spanner out. Let's undo it. Don't forget the water's already off, so we get the last bit of the remaining water out of the pipe work, catch it in a blue roll, and let's wiggle these pipes out and get these pipes snapped off. Right, now them 2 tails are gone, I'm going to try and do it, but it's so rusty, I highly doubt this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go now, and I use a tap spat to undo it, but I don't think it's going to work. As you can see, look, as I'm trying to spin it, it spins the whole tap, so there's only one way for this. Literally, look, it's just not moving, look, and the whole tap moves, so there's only one thing for this. Let's just snap it off. Again, we're not using a tap, we're going to bin it anyway, so let's just snap it off. It's so much easier. I'll take 2 seconds. Let's get this one cracking, snap it off. Let's get a new one made up. We're replacing it like for like. It's a new one. What's the old ones there? That's all. Right, there you go. So let's get a new one mounted. There's a new one there. Same as what they had before. So it's just a standard kitchen tap. Nothing fancy, dancy. But now this is our makeup, these taps, and this is going to get some controversy because I always put a couple of rings of PTFE around the thread always. You're not going to see it, so it's not like it's on show, but it just literally, I just feel like it makes the supply a bit more tighter, a bit more less prone to leaks. But look, a couple of wraps straight in, job done. Again, you're not going to see it, so it doesn't matter, but that's just me. I've never had any issues, but look, it is what it is. So yeah, let's just get this on there. Let's get cracking.
Hold still there. Literally just wrap it. Second, give it one little turn.
That's it. Tighten it up. That's your second one done.
Just gives it a little bit of a tighten up for the buzz of that.
See, I know it looks like an ice show, I'm not going to say it doesn't, but you can't see it once the tap's on. You can't see under the sink, and who's going to look up there, do you know what I mean? Now this is a little trick for all the apprentices out here. Right. What you do is you spin the nut to the end of the thread, where you put the screwdriver in. And what you do is then once you screw it with your hand, and then once you put your flat screwdriver in there, it then stops the thread from snapping. The amount of times I've seen people do this without a nut on the end, they do it so tight that the thread ends up snapping and you can't get a nut on and off. So there's little tips here. If you keep a nut on but right at the end, it saves anything snapping. See, like if you used to do that super tight, they would snap over time. But yeah, a little tip there for you. Alright.
Always going to have this one. Just makes it easier for you. tip, more so for the apprentices. People that do it a long time won't, but apprentices, little tip, I promise you, it will save you some ag, I promise you now. That's that.
Right, that's it. Let's get the washer on. Let's get this in the hole and start fitting it in and onto the sink. Right, now the tap's in place. Let's get the nuts, the O-rings, all the nuts, all the bits and pieces, the back nuts. Let's get all that on and let's start sticking it together.
Sometimes you can put that one straight through the top.
Do it your hand, start off with, make it as tight as you can, and then bring your tap spanner in. Let's do that. And yeah, look, it's a tap spanner. So you need a tap spanner. Simple job, straight in, straight out, tighten it up. It's going to take 2 seconds to tighten up. That's it. As long as the tap's in place, lovely jubbly. Do it again. I'm doing this hand tight, but obviously you can use a screwdriver, but it ain't going to move anyway. And that's it. Let's get cracking to the pipe work. Right. Now I've got to get these old pipes off. Look. So I'm going to try and get off all the push fit pipe work first. There is push fit pipe behind this cupboard, and it's on 2 push fit elbows. So I'm going to pop off the pipes going into the elbows, and I'll replace them with a bit of copper, as you'll see in a second.
The struggle is real.
Well, that was an absolute ball ache to get out. Oh my god, that was a nightmare, but we got it out. That's the main thing. Replace it with a bit of copper, and let's get on to the second one. Yeah, as my luck goes, the pipe come out really easy and left the insert in. Oh great. Just that's literally just what we're gonna do, don't we? So I have to get my arms behind my fingers and try and undo this nut. Might take a little bit of this off around. Undo it, and let's get the insert out and then replace it with a bit of copper.
That's it. All that for that, look. Right.
So now the insert's out, I've put it back together. Literally put a little bit of copper in it, there you go. And that's it. So that's them two done. So obviously I'm not going to get behind the cupboard and start cutting out more of the cupboard and stuff like that. So I'll just put a bit of copper in, job done. And here we go, we're going to get another what's the word I'm about to say it then? I can't remember what I was going to say. Controversial, that's what I was going to say. Another controversial elbow here. So I am putting on 15mm push fit Tektite elbows. Not white push fit, not soled or nothing like that. I'm putting Tektite elbows on with a service valve on it. That's all I'm doing on here. I'm going to push them on, straight on, a bit of lube to make it lube it all up. You make sure that all the pipes have been cut previous. And it's all done, as you can see. Look, straight on, no if, no buts. As I said before, it's under the sink. You're not going to see it, so who's going to look under the sink? It's not on show. By the time you put all your stuff back in, all your fill up liquid bottles and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to see it. And the thing is, it's what you got on the board at the time, and it works. It does the job. So that's what matters. It does the job, and that is it. So you put both your elbows on. They line up quite nice with the flexes, to be fair. So, but yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
together. There we go. Right, I'm just going to put, I always do this, and I've done this from day
Right,
one.
and this is another one again. This is again what I do. So what I've done is I'm going to put a little bit of PTFE, only a couple of wraps on the service valve thread, because I'm not going to get a file out and I'm not scraping them with a file. I'm not going flat. I'm going to put a little bit of PTFE, and what I'll do is I'll tighten them up on the PTFE, and then once it's all tightened up and done, I'll literally cut off the bottom bit of the PTFE off the thread so you can't see it once it's done. A little bit of jet lube, again only around the thread, not in the holes, not covering. And if you're not caking it on, just a little bit on your finger, rub it round, and then we'll start tightening it up. And that's it. And again, these ain't got to be hand tight, so you just do them, these ain't got to be over tight. You literally do them up hand tight, and then put your grips and spanner on, one little nut, tighten it up again, job done. You haven't got to go to T, you haven't got to wrench them off. You've literally just got to go hand tight. Again, look, a couple of turns with a spanner, that's it. You don't need to go mad with these at all. But again, like I say, a lot of people gonna watch this and they go, "Oh, you bodged this and this, that, and that." It's not. It's not. Look, these are made for plumbing. These have been around donkeys of years. It all works. Is there any leaks? No. Does it all work? Yes. So that's the main thing. Yeah, don't get wrong. If it's a new build and it was a complete new install, yeah, solder it completely. I'm saying do all the bends and bits and pieces, but you're changing a tap. All you're doing is changing a tap. You don't need to go OTT and start bending it or soldering it, that and that. And the thing is, also, this is real time, real life, real time inside job. I'm not sitting in my garage doing it on a board and I've got time to do it. This is in someone's property. Do you know what I mean? So, look. It's all clean, it's all tight. Let's get the water back on there and let's test it all out. Away we go. So we turn the socket back on, as you can see, and we'll go to the tap, make sure there's no leaks, make sure it's all tight, test it all out. I'll speak to the customer, make sure they're happy with everything, make sure they're happy with the tap and everything all works, and job done. Like I say, look, it's fine. It's brand new tap, everything works. There is no issue. Do you know what I mean? And again, like I said, you're just changing a tap. You're not rerunning a complete heating system. You're not rerunning a complete kitchen. You're just fitting a tap. So you've got to do what works best for you, what's on your van at the time, and as long as everyone's happy, it's all done. And like I said, this is real time. This isn't me green screening stuff and me in the garage doing it. This is literally in the property, job done. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, it looks absolutely fine. It works. So that's it. So apart from the plumbing police might look at it and go, "Oh no, you can't have that, you can't do this." But look, I took the PTF all the sides. I've done it all, looks nice and fine, it's got nice elbows, there's no leaks, it all works. You've got isolation valves that are closed off in the future. Job done, it's all back in copper, easy peasy, job done. And yeah, but if you like what you see, I will continue to do some more videos. So yeah, please like, share, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And as I say, if you've got any issues or anything like that, just put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Hope you have a good one.
These look good, they look nice, they work. And by the time they put all their stuff back in here, you're never going to see it anyway. So for show wise, it's fine. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll see you soon.